Today, we're talking about data literacy for the enterprise. You just think about how AI is woven into everything we do now operationally. They're changing how businesses actually work. There was a stat actually from DataCamp's 2025 report on data and AI literacy. It really jumped out at me.
Oh yeah, which one?
Get this, 86% of business leaders, they now see data literacy as essential for just like everyday work.
Wow, that high. It makes sense though.
It does. So our mission today really is to define what enterprise data literacy actually means now, figure out why it's suddenly demanding board-level focus, and look at what's driving this urgency, especially as we look towards 2025.
Okay, so first things first, defining it. It's crucial to understand what data literacy isn't. People hear data and immediately think coding or complex stats.
Right, like you need to be a data scientist.
Exactly. But that's not it. Fundamentally, it's about having the confidence and the capability to actually use data to make better decisions.
Okay, so more practical then.
Very practical. It means knowing what questions to even ask of the data, being able to spot when something looks off, inconsistent, and having enough context to question it, not just blindly accept what a dashboard tells you.
So it's really enterprise-wide now, not just for the analysts, people in HR, marketing, finance. How does their lack of literacy, say, stall things or break decision-making like the sources suggest?
That's a really key point. Look, the old way of thinking about it was often just about access. Could you read a report? But today, that's just table stakes. For those non-technical folks, it's all about interpretation. Can you put the numbers in context? Understand what they really mean for your job, your department?
And that data storytelling piece you mentioned.
Yeah, that comes in there too. It's not about dumbing things down. It's about giving the data weight, direction, helping everyone see why these numbers matter to them, making it relevant.
Okay, so it's less about technical skills and more about critical thinking with data. That definitely sounds like something that shifts it from maybe an HR training issue to a strategic one.
Precisely. That's why the board needs to pay attention.
Why now, though? What's making it a strategic lever, demanding that board-level focus?
Well, think about the pressures. Organizations need to modernize fast. They're dealing with, honestly, just exponential data growth. And then you add tighter regulations on top.
It's a perfect storm.
Kind of. And the real risk isn't just having bad data. It's leadership making calls without really grasping the insights being presented. Or maybe worse, just assuming someone else down the line understands the nuances.
Which leads me to this question for everyone listening. Do you really trust your organization's insights? Because if that answer isn't a firm yes, well, that's probably not a tooling problem. It's a literacy gap.
Absolutely. And there's a strong business case here. It's not just fuzzy benefits. There was a big study for the Data Literacy Project by Qlik, I think, which found large companies with strong data literacy. They saw between $320 and $534 million in higher enterprise value. It's huge. We're talking up to a 5% performance lift. That means faster decisions, smarter moves, correcting course earlier. That's real competitive advantage.
And you layer AI onto that. The sources we looked at were pretty clear. AI without data literacy is, well, a fast path to failure. How does that play out?
Because AI just amplifies everything, including the risks. If people don't understand the data basics, they might misunderstand the models, they might overtrust the AI's output, or miss crucial biases baked into the data.
So the AI could be spitting out flawed answers, and nobody knows enough to question it.
Exactly. That DataCamp report we mentioned, it also said 60% of leaders admit their organizations have a clear shortfall in AI literacy. Those skills gaps, they become strategy gaps. Leaders need to know when to push back on an AI suggestion, and that starts with understanding the data itself.
Okay, so we get what it is, why the board cares, but what's making it such a critical, make or break issue right now, heading into 2025? What are those external forces?
Well, one massive driver is just the sheer speed of AI integration. It's everywhere. And this is creating what people are calling citizen analysts. Employees who aren't trained data scientists, but they're using advanced analytics tools pretty much daily. Something like 82% of teams are using AI at least weekly now. So you have this whole new group using powerful tools.
But maybe without the training to interpret the results properly.
That's the risk. It leads to misread patterns, maybe seeing causation where there's only correlation, and that erodes business value pretty quickly if decisions are based on those misinterpretations.
And regulation keeps tightening too, right? Seems like the bar for just managing data correctly is constantly rising.
It is. And the cost of getting it wrong isn't trivial. Fines, reputational damage. It adds up, which brings up another key point for 2025, defensibility. Your credibility takes a massive hit if your enterprise data is messy, duplicated, or just plain misunderstood. This messes with your KPIs, your metrics. It devalues all the money you've invested in data infrastructure.
So data literacy isn't just about finding opportunities anymore. It's about being able to stand behind your numbers, your decisions.
Exactly. It's about demonstrating accountability in a world that demands it.
So bringing it all together, it sounds like enterprise data literacy is fundamentally about building a shared understanding, a common language around data across every single team.
Yeah, moving from gut feel decisions to ones based on actual insight.
Makes sense. It's about fostering that critical thinking across the board.
And here's maybe a final thought for you to chew on. When decisions truly stop relying on just instinct and start reflecting genuine insight because your people get the data, well, your organization doesn't just get faster or smarter. It gains trust. And in today's market, that trust, that edge, that's invaluable.
For the latest tech insights, visit em360tech.com.